Hey guys, welcome to another video. So in this video I'm going to talk about how you can get quality of life when you're retired here in the Philippines, and to be honest, you really need one of these. That there is a Yamaha Mio 125. You can get two people on this easily enough. Here's the pegs that come out. You know, without this bike, my life here would be less enjoyable. And I'm actually going to get another one. So at the moment, you know, there's the three of us. There's me, my wife, and our son. Now what we've been doing is we've been using the car, obviously, to go anywhere. You can't get three of us on this. The problem is I cannot get two bikes in here. So what I want to do is, actually I want to, just turn around here, get some light. I want to have two bikes so that we can both, I say both, me and my wife and son, we can go away at weekends and stuff. Because I went away a few days ago, and I'll tell you what, it was brilliant. It was about, I only went about 25-30 kilometres, but look at the views that I had on that road. I was just on my own. And it was brilliant, but the problem like I said, the problem we've got is we can't get two bikes in here. So what I'm going to do is, this here is a shoe cupboard, a shoe rack. This. So at the moment it's full of shoes and stuff. So what I want to do is, I want to remove this and put shelves on the walls. Now we could even put them on across on this side, which would be fine, and that would allow us to get a second bike in here, and then that would be where the fun begins. Anyway, let's get into the video and I'll give you a wee update about what's been happening in the last week or so. There she is, my own volcano, looking good. Today, it's a beautiful day here. The sun's been shining all morning. So I've come outside actually to do the video, because if I sit inside it's too dark and you won't be able to see. So yeah, so we bought that Yamaha in 2020, and we've done about 16,500 kilometres. So I was out on it, like I said, a couple of days ago, and I went from here to Legal, and I managed to buy some things that you can only get there for my wife. But really, you need a motorbike if you want to enjoy it here, guys, because it's okay using public transport, you know, jeepneys and tricycles, but if you've got a bike, hang on, just trying to straighten this camera. If you've got a bike, it just gives you a bit more freedom. And I would recommend, if you don't have much experience riding bikes, I would recommend getting an automatic. I mean, I've got my licence anyway in the UK. I passed my licence, when was that? 15 years ago. So I can ride any size of bike, but to be honest, you can't go very fast here because of the roads, especially if you're in the province. So what I tend to do is, I mean, I've got the automatic, and really you don't need to go fast when you're on it, because any speed feels fast because it's such a small bike. But I had it up to, it was about 95 kilometres per hour just the other day there. and you know, you're not going to go much faster than that, even when you do get a good road. So I'm looking at buying a second-hand one for the second bike, and that's going to cost around 40,000 pesos, which is just over, I think it's about 550 UK pounds. Incredible to think you can get a bike for that. So really I've been talking to the wife the last couple of weeks about this. I said to her, look, you know, it's one thing going away in the car, but the wee man loves the bike as well. So if we had two bikes, we could go away at weekends, and it'd be good fun, you know. I think everybody would really enjoy it. So that's what we're looking at. But one thing I would say is, if you get a bike, make sure you get these sleeves. I'll put a picture on the screen. You can buy them in any shopping mall, I think, more or less, and they're not expensive. And it just keeps the sun off your arms. If you're like me, I'm always wearing t-shirts, and I went out without the sleeves, and that was the result. I burnt all my arms. So I got these sleeves, and yeah, they keep your arms cooler, which is good. Not that they were hot when I was on the bike, but it keeps, let's just say, it keeps the sun's rays off your arms. So the other thing is, I still don't have my visa yet, so on Friday I'm going to have to go back to immigration and get another extension, which will be another 2,700 pesos. Just a bit annoying, really, because the longer it goes on, the longer it is before I can leave the country. Obviously I've got to stay 12 months for the whole term of the visa once I get it. So the sooner I get it, the sooner I can leave the country and go somewhere else, because my wife wants to go back to Thailand for a wee holiday. So I'm hoping that we can get that ASAP. I don't want to continually keep extending every month. I mean, it's not expensive, but you know, it's the point, the principle of it. So, you know, I was saying to an old mate of mine, when I was out on the bike a couple of days ago, I said to him, you know something, really I have to keep pinching myself. I mean, where else would you get this? You know, you're out there in the countryside, you've got surrounded by rice fields, paddy fields. You've got the volcano there, you know. And I thought, is there anything better than this? You know, in your golden years, you're out there in with nature, on the bike, you know, taking it all in. And on the way back, I stopped. I came off the main road, and I pulled into a wee place called Ginobatan, which is famous for longanisa, by the way, the Filipino sausages. I pulled in there, and there was a wee burger van by the side of the road. I thought, I'll just sit down here, have a burger, have some lunch, and just take it all in. So I sat there. There was they had chairs at the burger van. It was like a wee bar, you know, without the beer. And I sat there and just watching everybody go about their business, and I thought, this is fantastic, you know, what a place. But really, I would advise you to get a bike to improve the quality of your life. You know, I'm out on it most days, weather permitting, of course. But we're coming into summer now. Not summer, but we're coming out of rainy season. So it's going to be hot. So make sure you get these sleeves, guys, because, you know, I put them on my son this morning as well when we went to school. It keeps the heat off them. You don't want to be getting burnt like that every time. You think I would learn, but well, I have learned. Lessons learned. You know, I did think about getting a bigger bike. You know, maybe like a Honda CBR, or maybe a KTM Duke 390. And then I thought to myself, really, what's the point? You can't go very fast anyway. And that small bike, that Yamaha 125, you can go anywhere on that. You can go up steep hills. I've done it on the way to the farm. You know, the hills are like that. And it goes up, absolutely no problem at all, even with my weight on it. So I thought I may as well just get another one like that. They do one called a Honda, it's a Honda Click. Same size, 125. They're about roughly the same price. I've seen some advertised around 2021, around 55,000, 50,000. So it's a wee bit more than my budget, but hey, this is the Philippines. I'm sure I'll be able to knock them down a wee bit. So that's what I'm looking at, guys. I'll keep you posted once I've got it. Just a short video today. There's not much else to report really. Apart from, I just wanted to mention the fact about how lucky I feel to be here and having access to a motorbike like this. By the way, there is one thing I forgot to say. Somebody commented on one of my videos about driving license here. So, and I want to thank you. I can't remember your name, but I want to thank you because what he said was, he or she said, I had previously said in that video that I was told by the insurance company, if I register or apply for a Filipino license, I cannot apply for my bike license for 12 months. And I remember at the time making the video saying, that doesn't make any sense. Well, apparently it's not true, because whoever commented on the video said, no, not at all. When you apply for your driving license for a car, you just tick the boxes to say you want this, this and this. And you can even apply to drive for vans. So, from what I believe, it's not true. You can get your bike license at the same time as your car license. So, I'm going to find out very soon. I say very soon. Whenever I get my visa and ACR card. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for the ACR card so I can then go and get my driving license. So I'll keep you posted. I'll let you know how it goes. And catch you in the next video, guys. Cheers.